Hello, everyone. And first of all, wish you all a very happy new year 2025. And I'm sure all of you are looking at the new year with lots of plans, hopes, optimism, enthusiasm, and you want to make this new year as the best year of your life. So I just thought that let me just add some value. Okay. Let me just add some value to your new year. So in this particular video, I'm actually going to share 10 things which you can do or you should learn in this new year. Okay. The 10 things that you can do or learn in this new year. And by the way, this video is actually the recording of my live session for our course community. Okay. And our course community is Millionaire Dentist Formula. And there are like around 250 people attending this particular online session. And, we keep on doing this session every 15 days. A lot of things happen in this session, but let's focus on this particular, topic in this session. So the road ahead, I want to do, as I told you, I want you to do 10 things in this new year. Okay. So let's take them one by one. So the first thing I want you to do is to focus on your health. Now, you might be thinking that this is a routine thing. Okay. Key, how did I started? Focus on your health. But I'll tell you what, this is where many of us go wrong, isn't it? And most importantly, no matter how good or not so good health you have today, there is still a huge scope of bettering it all the time, isn't it? Now, when I say health, very specifically, I'm talking about your physical health. I don't know if you know this. India has got the highest number of diabetic patients percentage wise in terms of population. India has got the highest number of hypertensive patients. India is one of the country with the highest number of heart attacks. Okay. And so on and so on. Simply because, as we are going ahead, our millennials, our Gen Zs, they're adopting the Western lifestyle. The problem is, the unfortunate part of our society is we are just taking the not so good things from them. Okay. We are not taking the good things from them. So, and that applies to what we eat. That applies to how we exercise. I'm sure quite a few of you know that in the Western world, people, if they want to go from, okay, say, for example, from Paris to Spain, they go on their bicycles, 7,000, 8,000 kilometer journey. Okay. 5,000 kilometer journey. How many of us do it? If it comes to, using the oil, they use the olive oil. Which oil we use? Think about all this. This seems to be very small things. But what we have taken from them are just the pizzas and burgers. That's it. We have forgotten the healthy part of their lifestyle. Okay. We have completely forgotten the healthy part of their lifestyle. And they people are more fitter, more healthier, and better than us. I'm sure we don't want to add a few more diabetic and hypertensive patients this year to our, nation, isn't it? At least not through you and me. So very, very important. So promise yourself that you will become way better and fitter physically when it comes to health. Okay. In this new year, if you want to make a new year resolution in your list, this must be one of it. Okay. How many of you promise? Type I promise in the chat. Okay. Very, very important. So health is something which I really want you to focus this new year because, and something very interesting. I'm sure you have recently heard about the new virus, HMPV. Okay. So somebody just dropped me a message actually yesterday. Sir, I want you to talk about HMPV and, how it will go ahead. So because those of you who know me, there were so many powerful, whatever you call it, information predictions I made about COVID-19. And Literally all of them came true, isn't it? So something about HMPV, guys, from my side, and I hold all the right to be wrong. Let me tell you this. So just a disclaimer here. So don't worry, HMPV will not turn to be a pandemic. Okay. So it's like the third wave, the Omicron wave of the pandemic. So this spreads like crazy. It's extremely rapidly spreading virus, more than the COVID-19. Okay, and so it will end up infecting everyone, all of us, within less than next 100 days, I think. Okay, and the good news for India is, so it spreads more, it's more potent, it's more lethal in winters. And we are about to close the winters, okay? So by the time all of us get the prasad of HMPV, okay, so we will be like almost, starting the summer kind of thing. So I don't think there will be any sort of lockdowns. Of course there will be, like, from the government side, they need to take the precautions, wear mask and do all this, and you and me, everybody knows nothing happens, whether you wear the mask or not. So don't start those kadas. A lot of people had piles after those kadas. Okay, so all these are like, so there are more, all these things are more mental than the rational, honestly speaking. So I'm not against them. So you wear mask, drink kada, whatever you want, do it. But guess what? Just take a deep breath and relax, enjoy it. And that's my take on it. Simple. So so the better thing you can do for yourself to handle not just HMPV, but all such future gifts that the mankind is going to get, okay, is become stronger physically. Okay, enhance your immunity, and it's not a one-day task. Okay, it's going to be an ongoing process. So enhance your immunity, work on your lungs, okay? Walk more, brisk walking, jogging, marathon, cycling, mountaineering, trekking. Do all these things more, okay? That will make your pulmonary system more stronger. So I think that's the best way to do. That's the best way to look at it, more rational and not just HMPV. Because unfortunately, I have said this in previous ICMs many times, that the world will be less populated few decades from now. Unfortunately, okay. So it's not that the proper population will keep on increasing all the time, and with all such things happening around us, whether it is geopolitical, whether it is medical, things are not going in the right direction for sure. Okay, so so uh, so that's my take on HMPU. How many of you thought it was useful? Type useful in the chat box. Okay, so instead of focusing on what is beyond our control, I think your focus should be on the controllables. And what is controllables is working on yourself, working on your health. Okay. That's the simplest thing to do. The second thing which I want you to do in this new year, or learn in this new year, is make a timetable. Start living more disciplined life. Okay. I can understand a lot of you are like, oh, no, I don't want to restrict myself enough. And I'll tell you why. I wanted to make a schedule for the day. So I'm not saying you make a, no, it's not a rumor or anything. That's true actually. So now coming to, scheduling the day, coming to making a timetable, uh, doesn't mean that you do hourly planning, minutely planning. Don't stress yourself so much, because you're not the driver of a local train or a metro train where you need to have that minutely planning and all those stuff. Okay, you can have time pockets during the day where you are free to do whatever you want. You are doing nothing, you're doing time pass or whatever. Okay, but the point is, start living your life in more organized way. That's what I want. I hope you got it. Okay, how will be the stock market in the next 3 months? Don't ask for the tips here. Okay, so the only thing I can say is every dip is a buying opportunity. Simple, right? Every dip is a buying opportunity. So I want you to start living your life in a more organized way. And that's why the simplest thing to do is you start making a timetable, you start making a schedule, and start following and practicing it. Very, very important. And those of you who are part of this community, who have done time management course with us, who have done personal Excel, you know which is the best planning. Weekly planning is the best planning. Okay, start doing weekly planning, start using weekly planner, and that's the best thing you can do. So I want you to start being more organized, and you will see, I'll tell you why I want you to learn this particular thing in the new year. The reason is very simple. If you have time for everything, everything will be in time. A lot of people live, like in too much of rush on day-to-day basis. Not worth. Because that unnecessary extra rush adds to the stress in life. And life is already stressful, isn't it? Don't add that extra stress, because every little extra stress will keep on subconsciously, taking you to close to that one disease that you can add to your life. And let me tell you, those of you who are like 25, 30, 35 years of age, don't think this is not for me. Huh? This is for middle-aged people. Not at all. Just 3 days back, one of the very close, people in our society had a cousin who had a massive heart attack at the age of 29 and died. So don't think all these stupid things, by the way, that this is not for me. I'm too young to have a heart attack. Gone are those days, okay? So I want you to, live your life in a more systematic, planned, organized way where that unnecessary rush is prevented. I'm not saying you don't be ambitious. You don't have big plans. In fact, you must. But unnecessary rush is a different ballgame altogether. I hope you got it. If you got it, type got it in the chat box. Okay. That's the second thing I want you to do. So work on your health. Start living more organized life. Third, learn at least one domain skill. Constantly learning something is priceless. There is no substitute for this. I want you to learn at least one new, what is domain skill? Is a clinical skill, right? I want you to learn at least one new domain skill, clinical skill in this year. Something which you don't know. Don't know in the sense, you're not very good at it. You know it, but you're not very good at it. Okay. I want you to type it in the chat or the comment. Which clinical skill you're going to better or learn this year. Okay. Just think about it and type it. Implants, pterygoid implants, bettering myself in surgical procedures, veneers, lasers, FMR. Okay. Soft tissue augmentations, post and core, aesthetic composites, nice. Ortho, smile designing, okay, rapid palatal expansions, whatever, lasers. Yesterday only I registered for FMR course. Wonderful. Okay. Whatever it is, write it down and make sure you do it. Okay. All on 4, basal, whatever it is, aligners, rubber dam application, very nice. Okay. Whatever it is. Always, always remember. Alvin Toffler sentence, if you remember that, the illiterates of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write. The illiterates of the 21st century will be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn again and again. So learn at least one new domain skill, clinical skill every year, because the more you learn, the more you go to the next level. Pain control, wonderful. Okay. Then the next thing, learn financial literacy. How many of you think you're really bad at finance? Type bad in the chat. Okay. Or don't have a lot of knowledge about financials. Okay. I want you to learn financials. See, I'll tell you what, guys. I have learned it very hard way. Those of you who know my story, okay, of complete bankruptcy and bouncing back and going through all that stress, I don't want you people to go through it. Trust me, it's not worth. Not just that it takes away a lot of time in your life, but it also takes away, your mental peace. It takes away a lot of money. Okay. So I wanted to learn financials. So those of you who are already part of Life Excel community, I'm sure you know that we are having Wealth Excel in the month of February and March. Okay. Wealth Excel is a 4-day, extremely powerful, intense program that we conduct on financial management and wealth creation. Those of you who have not done Wealth Excel, I'm going to conduct the preview showcase webinar of Wealth Excel 2-3 times, later in this month and early next month. You can become part of Wealth Excel, or with all honesty, whether you learn it from us, whether you learn it from anybody in this world. But I'll tell you what, you must learn financials. And why I'm saying this again and again, the reason is very simple. You know, no matter what people talk about doctors in the outside world, it's not an easy profession. It's a very hard earned money. How many of you agree? Type agree in the chat. Okay. It's very hard earned money. So you have to work hard a lot throughout the day. Now, if you are someone who really work hard so sincerely throughout the day, don't you think that, saving that money properly and growing that money is equally important, if not more? Okay. And true that is. I'll tell you this. I told you, I've learned this very hard way in my life. I don't want everybody to go through the same journey. Trust me, it's not worth. Okay. So learn finances from somewhere, but make sure that you achieve the financial literacy this year. Next is learn any soft skill, at least one of the soft skills, no matter what. Okay. Now, those of you who are already part of our community, whether it is online community, whether it is Life Excel community, you are constantly becoming a better version of yourself in the soft skills. Those of you who are not part of it, we invite you to become part of this absolute mind-boggling community. Okay. But whether it is learning some, or bettering yourself in communication skill, presentation skill, management skill, interpersonal and rapport building skill, leadership skill, team building skill, objection handling skill, crisis management skill, negotiation skill, delegation skill, whatever. I've given you a list of 10. Learn at least one. Like, better yourself very well in at least one. At least one. Okay. And if you ask me, ideally two. And one of them must be communication skill. Okay. Yeah, I'll just repeat the list. Communication skill, presentation skill, management skill, interpersonal and rapport building skills, leadership skill, team building skill, objection handling skill, crisis management skill. Okay. And what was that? Negotiation skill and delegation skills. Okay. Learn at least, ideally two. And one of them must be communication skill. Okay. I just want you to type it in the chat. What came to your mind? What soft skill, which soft skills you need to better yourself at? Just put it in the chat box. Okay. Crisis management, communication, presentation, leadership, negotiation. Okay. Rapport building. Nice. Good. Okay. Very, very important. Then I want you to learn one more very interesting skill, and that is life skills. Now, out of the 7 essential life skills and all, I have chosen 5. I want you to be better at one of these 5 things in the next year. Problem solving, critical thinking, creative thinking, stress management, empathy. Become more empathetic person towards the world. Okay. Start handling your stress in a better way. Learn the, critical thinking, creative thinking, problem solving. Learn something. Now, you might be thinking, why? What is critical thinking? Just Google the same. Okay, just copy paste the same question and you will understand. Now, you might be thinking why I have taken this list of life skills. And I'm sure even if you are a Life Excel participant, online participant, you are probably listening to this for the first time from me. Okay, because now you have already, if you are part of our community, different courses, you have already become very good. Okay, you have already become very good at soft skills. So I want you to take that one step ahead and learn something new, something more, something extra, which will make you even more powerful from within. Okay. Now, I want you to first, the action steps for life skills. Just Google these life skills. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to put this recording in the Inner Circle archives also. I'm going to put this recording on the YouTube also. Okay. So whether it is problem solving, critical thinking, creative thinking, being more empathetic, and handling the stress, just Google YouTube and learn something. And you will thank me actually, once you understand what assignment I have given you. Okay. Right. So communication, presentation, management, interpersonal leadership, team building, objection handling, crisis management, and delegation. Okay. So one clinical skill, one soft skill, one life skill, you will be better at. True? Good. Going ahead. The next thing I want you to do is to travel. I'll tell you what, one of the best ways to learn is to travel. Okay. Very, very important. Very, very important. One of the best ways to learn is to travel, because traveling puts you outside the comfort zone. Traveling gives you unpredictable, unexpected situations. Okay. So whether you travel solo, whether you travel with family, whether you travel with friends, I want you to make sure that you at least make 2 trips in this year. How many of you will do it? Type me in the chat. 2 trips this year. It's purely up to you whether you want solo traveling, whether you want to go with family, whether you want to go with friends, whether you want to go with unknown people, whether you want to go on some unknown expedition or whatever. Okay. Traveling teach you a lot. And the more you travel, trust me, the stronger person you become. 2-3 days or long vacation, preferably at least 4 to 5 days. Of course, you can have multiple weekend or 2-3 days vacations, but at least 4 to 5 days. So such 2 travels. Okay. Do it. And once you come back from travel, I want you to write down for yourself, what did you learn from that? Okay. What did you learn from that? Your learnings, your lessons. It's extremely important and it's extremely powerful. I've experienced this personally. Traveling helps a lot. Yes, yes. And you can be like me, traveling every month. Choice is yours. Okay. Now, going ahead, I want you to start taking out me time. If not every day, then maybe once or twice a week. At least once a week. What do you mean by me time? Me time is the time when you are just with yourself. Okay. You're just with yourself. No mobile phone. If you have mobile phone with you, that's fine, but it should be for the purpose of doing something, searching something, not that social media time wastage and all those things. Huh? Early morning me time every day is ideal. I don't know for how many of you it's possible every day, but at least once a week, sit with yourself for at least 30 minutes. Once a week, at least 30 minutes. When you are doing your 1 hour morning routine, is it considered me time? Frankly speaking, no. That is your routine. That's your schedule. That's your timetable. That's your organized life. Me time is sitting yourself at least for 15-20 minutes. Okay. And thinking, relaxing, deep breathing, thanking yourself, maybe thinking about future. There should be zero stress. If not anything, just relaxing, doing nothing. Okay. Just relaxing, doing nothing. Zero, no point agenda. Meditation is different. Okay. Honestly speaking, meditation is a conscious process. Me time is like, it's like you're just going with the flow. Can a long walk be me time? Yes, but it's not your daily morning routine. Okay. How to stop overthinking? Keep on writing your thoughts. That's it. Okay. I hope you got that. So everybody start doing it. The next thing I want you to do is start doing charity this year. If you're someone who have never done charity, start doing charity. I told, I keep on talking this a lot in our online community. Guys, there are multiple reasons why you should do charity. Number one, nature's law. The more you give, the more you receive. Number two, there are too many less fortunate people in this world, okay, who need that help. Number three, when you give charity to someone who is probably not even known to you, from your hard-earned money, you will actually go through different emotions. One of the emotions you go through is it pinches you, right? To give your hard-earned money. It's not easy, actually. It's painful. But eventually, when you see someone who probably need that money more than you, or if that money can bring this much difference in your life, and if that money can bring this much difference in someone's life, that is where you move from that pinch to that satisfaction. It's absolute profound. It's beyond words. Start doing charity. As I always say, at least 5% of your net income must go in charity. 5% of your net income must go in charity every year. Okay? How many of you will do it? Type I promise in the chat box. Good. And the 10th thing that I want you to do is start being more happy. Now, see, happiness doesn't mean that you don't go through different emotions. It's perfectly fine. But even those emotions should give you happiness. Okay? So, because I'll tell you, and this is something which I really want you to do no matter what. Because lot of people in this world have many good things in their life, but they are still not happy. And I'll tell you something. Nothing can give happiness to human beings. Huh? Is giving grocery to homeless people is charity? Yes. Okay. Nothing in this world can bring you happiness. Happiness doesn't come from outside sources or triggers. If your happiness comes from outside triggers, the moment that trigger is removed, you will be unhappy again. Happiness is inside out. Happiness is a choice. No matter how many patients you have in the clinic, 1, 10, 20, 50, 5, you should still be happy. It should not happen that more patient, the day you have more patients, you are more happy. The day you have less patients, you are not happy. That's not correct. The day your pockets are full, you are happy. The day your pockets are empty, you're unhappy. No, those empty pockets should not bring the emptiness in your life. Happiness is a choice. Start being happy and everything will fall in place. Okay? Happiness is a choice. Always remember this. There are people who have everything in life and still unhappy. There are people who have just enough and you will still find them very, very happy. Happiness is a choice. Start being happy. How to be happy? Be thankful. Be grateful. Acknowledge what you have. Consider work as its reward. Always have the positive attitude and all that. Okay. I hope you got a good direction through the list of 10 things which you should do, learn, practice, or follow in the new year. Whether it is your health, becoming more organized, learning one domain skill, one soft skill, one life skill, traveling more than once this year, start giving me time to yourself, start doing charity, and most importantly, start being happy. Okay. So as we conclude this is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi signing off from this video. So make sure that you kickstart your new year with absolute bang and all the action steps we